How did you hear about our company?
Actually, it was through a friend. Well, my wife, it's a co-worker of hers, had some work done at her house. And, you know, she showed me some pictures. Once I saw the pictures, I was sort of convinced that I may want to use him. I like to talk to people. And so when I talked to him, I just really felt comfortable. And I could tell by his conversation that he, you know, he knew what he was doing. I've talked to plenty of contractors.
Were the crew members on time to complete the project?
Yes, they were on time. As a matter of fact, they were a little early because I couldn't believe it when he promised me that he would have it done at a certain time, that he kept that deadline, because I was thinking that, no, I've seen work done before and I don't think it's going to go that fast. But from point A to point B to Z, we originally started off, when I had him over here in the first place, I wanted him to just take a look at my laundry room. And the laundry room was the thing that I was concerned about. The kitchen, you know, 10 years ago, it was still looking really good to me. You know, sometimes I'm a little raw about how I see things, but yeah, it looked good. So we started in the laundry room, we started talking about that. Kenny was telling me what he was doing, but for some reason or another, I couldn't see beyond what he was saying because I've had other contractors here and there was some work that was going on and it was still looking, it looked better when they did a little something to it, but it looked nothing like what Kenny did.
Did you have to pay anything extra than what you agreed on at the beginning?
No, I didn't. You know, you heard the terminology, you get what you pay for. Well, I got much more than what I paid for. That's the way I feel about it.
Did you feel comfortable with the workers? Did you see familiar faces every day when they were here? How was your experience?
Well, no, I've talked to them. These guys, you know, when they came to do work, they were doing work. They can multitask. They can talk to you and yet still get their work done. So no, I felt comfortable talking to them, and I felt, you know, that they knew exactly what they were doing.
Overall, what's your opinion of dealing with our company? How satisfied you are?
Completely. I mean, I don't know if I can add to that, but you know, my dream came true. You know, and I wasn't dreaming this. I was dreaming something a little on the lower end side. You know, I paid a decent price, but I paid more though for work that I've had done in other places and stuff. You know, it's just that Kenny has an imagination when you're talking to him, and he's telling you that he's going to do something. And I think what Kenny does, he does a little extra, not to continue to get your business, but I think that's just how he operates. Yeah.
If you could show us what was done in the house.
Okay. All right. I had sort of a pine. I had pine, not sort of, but I had sort of a maple cabinets. And I never liked them because they were kind of darker than what I wanted. I always wanted white cabinets and stuff. And so you know, Kenny was, I told him that I wanted white cabinets and stuff. You know, he didn't offer any other color. He said, okay, well, I can do that. You know, I want you to come by my shop. Once you come by my shop, I'll show you what we have and stuff. And if you don't like that, I'll get what it is that you like and stuff. But he said, I know that you'll like what I have. So when I came there, he had some more expensive cabinets there. And I looked around, but something caught my eye about these. You know, it just had a look to it because I have a sort of imagination too, you know, and I could see, you know, the handles on it. I can see all that stuff even without the handles. And so it made the difference and stuff that when I went and saw what he had, you know, it laid out beautiful. Kenny measured everything out, you know, from the countertops to over here. I used to, in the kitchen, I had the cooktop here, the oven down here, and it was the units were separate, and then I had a vent hood also here as well. And so Kenny's idea was to move everything on this side of the room and make this all space where the kids can eat. And
so this island was not here previously?
It was there, but it was much smaller.
Much smaller.
Much smaller. It was much smaller.
Fantastic.
It wasn't as long, and it wasn't as wide and stuff. And so we have all the available space plus the cabinets.
Right.
You know, the kitchen before, like I say, was a maple, and we had white countertops, but the white countertops were granite. That's what it was. And so the granite, you know, over time, water gets into the rock, and then, you know, we had set some bananas up on the counter, and it had kind of absorbed into the rock itself and stuff. So we had stains there, and we had a few stains in different places, but it still looked decent. But it didn't look like this. Didn't look nothing like this. So the kitchen was, you know, new. Kenny was telling me, you know, because you know, and the great thing about Kenny is that when you got your own ideas about something, he enhances on your ideas. So I was saying, okay, well, I wanted to do 2 units. I wanted a cooktop and I wanted a separate oven. And Kenny was like, we can do that. It, you know, when you start looking, it'll be more expensive, but let's look around at some things. And so he has the time to share with you in order for you to look and see stuff. So he was telling me about, you know, the 1 unit, the range. And I said, okay, well, let me look at it. I started looking at it, started researching. And once I found something, Kenny made it easy for me. He had a guy pick it up for me, bring it out here, they installed it, and I was like, oh, wow. The floor was all porcelain tile, and it was a sort of a brownish color. I can't hardly remember it now. But the only problem is that the grout lines, I made all the grout lines white, and so they were all dirty, you know, and they've been dirty for some time and stuff because you know mopping.
This is just gorgeous.
Yeah. So when I went to the shop and I saw this, and when I saw the flooring, I was like, that's what I want right there. You know, and he was like, okay, we can do that. You know, and everything, like I say, was installed right away and stuff like that. So that's the kitchen. I know I get a little talkative at times.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
and so, you know, with the color on the walls, from the Backsplash, you know, the mosaic, you know, when we went and saw this here, I figured that this would work. So the kitchen, the dining room, the fireplace, this was a rock fireplace. On this side, it was nothing over here. It was basically just the wall itself. And so Kenny, he redid my fireplace. He said, you know, we can make it look better. It'll look a whole lot better. So he tiled this out, and he was telling me about this because he said, I got this at my house. He said, you'll like it. So we got a fireplace in the living room, and then we got the electric fireplace on the dining room side.
Well, so he closed it off the wall, and then if you come back here, he made it a broom closet. So the extra space is just a broom closet, and then we use it as a laundry room on the other side.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then he painted all the walls back here as well. And then right here, he put all of these cabinets in there. And he put this for our laundry, and then this cabinet as well.
A lot of storage space.
Yes, and then he redid, these were other cabinets also, and he redid these cabinets. And then this is the bathroom he did as well, the kids' bathroom.
Is that door? That's called
A barn door, yes.
Oh my.
Yes.
That is really cool.
Yeah. Yep. So, and of course he did the flooring
flooring.
and all of the.
This is new.
panels.
This cabin's
Those
new.
are as well. So yeah.